You wake up in the dead of night, and he's there. Motionless. A fur statue in the dark, staring you down. That cold shiver runs down your spine, but then you crack a smile thinking, "Aw, he loves me." Hen. You're wrong. He's not admiring you. He's taking your measure. In that exact second, your cat just made a decision about you that could alter the rest of your day. And you didn't even realize you were being tested. There's a silent, almost invisible behavior that cats use to classify humans. Fail this test, and he loses all respect for you. Pass, and he accepts you as part of the crew, but never the boss. Because in his world, the concept of owner simply doesn't exist. What I'm about to lay out for you will make you look at your cat tonight and feel like there's a stranger living in your West Hollywood apartment. If you finally want to crack that ice-cold feline mind, hit that subscribe button, because what comes next, nobody else has the guts to tell you. Ever notice him weave between your legs when you're trying to walk? You almost trip. You apologize. You try to navigate around him. There's your first mistake. To you, it's affection. To him, it's a real-time territorial dispute. The cat isn't trying to be cute, he's testing your agility and your dominance over the space. When you stop or step aside, you send a clear signal. This space is yours. I'm just an obstacle. Seems harmless, right? But this leads to something much deeper, much stranger. Ever notice how he sometimes stares fixedly at you and then, out of nowhere, bolts like he's seen a ghost? No ghost. He just finished a phase of the test, and your response wasn't what he expected. But what was he really looking for? The answer lies in how he blinks. Everyone talks about the slow blink as a sign of love. They say it's a cat kiss. But the truth is far more manipulative. The slow blink is a psychological disarmament tool. He does it to see if you drop your guard. It's a vulnerability test. If you blink back immediately, you've surrendered. You've become predictable. And cats don't respect predictable. They crave mystery. This explains why your cat seems to ignore you precisely when you give him the most attention. Ever felt that? The more you call, the more he pretends you're invisible. That's not arrogance. It's a value assessment tactic. He's gauging how much you need him. If you need him too much, you're a weak resource. And it gets even weirder when he brings you a gift. That dead cockroach or that old toy in the middle of your bed. You think it's gratitude for the expensive kibble. Think again. In the wild, cats only bring prey to those they believe can't hunt for themselves. He's not giving you a present. He's giving you survival aid because he thinks you're an incompetent hunter. It's an insult disguised as affection. But there's a detail almost no one notices. And this is where things get genuinely uncomfortable. Ever felt like your cat knows when you're down? He comes close, rubs against you, purrs. You feel comforted. But science suggests something that will make you question every moment of comfort he's ever given you. The purr isn't just a sound of happiness. It's a vibrational frequency that aids in healing bones and tissues. He might be doing it for you, or he might be doing it for himself, using your body heat to boost his own recovery. He's using you as a biological heating pad. This happens when you least expect it. While you're asleep, he walks all over you. He picks specific spots to settle, usually on your chest or near your face. You think it's emotional closeness. Actually, he's monitoring your vital signs. Your breathing, your heartbeat. He knows exactly when you're slipping into deep sleep. And that's when the final test happens. If your cat does this, drop a comment below right now. He's watching me. I want to know how many of you are being monitored without even knowing it. Because there's a moment when the game stops and things get serious. You know when he bites you out of nowhere while you're petting him? 1 second he was purring, the next, his teeth are in your hand. That has a name, overstimulation aggression. But what nobody tells you is that bite is an authority limit. He's saying, I decide when contact ends. He's training you to react to his commands. And you, unconsciously, obey. You pull your hand away. You stop what you're doing. He won another round. This all makes your cat sound like some kind of L.A. noir villain, doesn't it? But it's not quite like that. The truth is, their language is based on a hierarchy that we humans stubbornly ignore. We want them to be fuzzy babies. They want us to be useful allies. This disconnect creates situations where your cat seems strange. But the strange one, actually, is you. Ever notice he never meows at other cats? Meowing is a frequency developed exclusively for talking to humans. It's an evolutionary hack. They discovered that the tone of a hungry cat's meow is almost identical to a human baby's cry. They are literally hacking your parental instincts to get what they want. They're not talking to you. They're operating you. It gets even stranger when you realize they have rituals. The food ritual. The litter box ritual. The ritual of scratching the sofa right after you get home. Why the sofa? Why now? It's not to sharpen his claws. He's got an expensive scratching post right next to it, but he chooses your favorite mid-century modern couch. This is a visual and chemical marking of possession. He's telling anyone who walks in, this human and their stuff belong to me. He's not ruining your furniture. He's putting his signature on your cohabitation contract. And if you scold him, he gives you that deep, disdainful look. That look that makes you feel guilty for complaining. It's a perfect power inversion. By now, you must be wondering, so my cat doesn't even like me? The answer is complex. He likes what you represent. He likes the security you provide. But love for a cat isn't about submission. It's about recognition. When he gives you that strong headbutt, what's called bunting, he's depositing pheromones from the glands in his face onto you. He's accepting you into the clan. But mind you, into his clan. You've just been marked as property. And this leads us to the most unsettling behavior of all. The moment he stops and stares into nothing behind you. Pupils dilate. Ears swivel. He seems to see something you don't. Many believe in supernatural theories. But the reality is that his sensory system is so superior to yours that he's processing information your brain doesn't even know exists. He hears the hum of electricity in the walls. He sees dust particles dancing in air currents you can't feel. In that moment, he realizes how limited you are, how blind you are to the real world. And that's when the protection test begins. If he runs, he's leaving you behind. If he stays, he's deciding if you're worth the risk. Maybe your cat isn't strange. Maybe you just never understood what every single move he makes truly means. Every blink, every bite, every stare in the dark is a piece of a puzzle he puts together every single day. He's constantly recalibrating your relationship. He knows your weak spots. He knows what sound makes you drag yourself out of bed at 6 in the morning. He knows exactly where to sit to keep you from using your laptop. That's no coincidence. That's strategy. At the end of the day, we live in an illusion of control. We buy the food, pay the vet bills, clean up the messes. And them. They just observe us, waiting for the next move. His behavior tonight will be the same as always. But now you'll know. When he looks at you from afar, motionless, he's not just there. He's evaluating if you're still useful to his kingdom. Maybe your cat isn't your pet. Maybe, in the hierarchy of that house, the pet is you. Comment. I watched till the end if you're sleeping with one eye open tonight. Like this if you're also dominated by your cat, and share with that friend who swears their cat is an angel. After all, the truth hurts, but the scratch hurts more. The truth is, your cat watches you because he knows exactly when you're vulnerable. Every slow blink, every gift left on the rug, every time he follows you into the bathroom, none of it is by chance. He's protecting the weakest member of the pack. Yes, that member is you. He's figured out you can't hunt, that your senses are dull, and that you sleep too soundly. He's sacrificed his own wild nature to ensure you stay safe in your artificial world. That's not just cuteness. It's an instinctive sacrifice we ignore every single day. Maybe your cat isn't strange. Maybe you just never understood what it means to be loved by a predator who decided to spare you and guide you. If you watched this far, it means you liked this case. Leave a comment saying, "I watched till the end," so I can get to know you and see who really likes the stories here on the channel. Like this video if you also have a small guardian at home, and share it with that friend who still thinks they own their cat.